Imagine a love so powerful, so defiant, it challenged an entire society. A love that bloomed amongst whispers and scandal, only to be tested by the icy grip of the most famous disaster in history. Today, we are taking a journey back to the early 1900s to a love story that began with a scandalous whisper and ended with a heartbreaking farewell on the decks of the unsinkable Titanic. This is the tale of John Jacob Astor IV and Madeleine Force, a love forged in controversy and shattered by the unforgiving Atlantic. Get ready to deep dive into a forgotten love that still echoes through time. In the glittering world of early 20th century New York, few names held more weight than Astor. John Jacob Astor IV was the essence of the Gilded Age wealth and power. A real estate mogul, inventor, and a figure of immense influence. But even a man of such stature couldn't escape the whispers when he fell for Madeleine Talmadge Force. Madeleine was young, beautiful, and came from a respectable, though not Astor-level, family. The age difference between them was significant. John Jacob was 47, Madeleine was a mere 18. This alone raised eyebrows, but the real scandal? John Jacob was still married when he and Madeleine began their courtship. His divorce from his first wife, Ava Willing, was finalized in 1909, paving the way for his marriage to Madeleine. Society was outraged. Their union was deemed scandalous, immoral even. Madeleine was shunned by many of New York's elite, including some of John Jacob's own family. They saw her as a social climber, too young, and an inappropriate match for the esteemed Astor name. Despite the disapproval, their love blossomed, seemingly indifferent to the wagging tongues. They were married on September 9th, 1911, in a quiet ceremony in Newport, Rhode Island, and promptly embarked on an extended honeymoon. To escape the relentless gossip and disappointing stares of New York society, John Jacob and Madeleine decided on an extended honeymoon abroad. They spent months touring Europe and Egypt, enjoying newlywed bliss, far from the judgment of their peers. During their travels, they received joyous news. Madeleine was pregnant with their first child. This happy development also meant it was time for them to return home to New York. John Jacob wanted his child to be born in America, and they both hoped that the prospect of a new Astor heir might soften the hearts of their critics. Their chosen vessel for this return journey? The greatest ship ever built, a marvel of modern engineering, a floating palace declared unsinkable. They booked passage on the RMS Titanic. They boarded in France on April 10th, 1912, as first-class passengers, along with John Jacob's valet, Madeleine's maid, and their beloved dog, Kitty. Little did they know their journey home would become a voyage into infamy. The first few days of the Titanic maiden voyage were luxurious. John Jacob and Madeleine enjoyed the opulence of first class. dining in the Grand Salon, strolling on the promenade, and no doubt dreaming of their future as parents. Then came the night of April 14th, 1912. Around 11:40 p.m., the Titanic sank. The Titanic struck an iceberg. Initially, many passengers, including the Astors, didn't fully grasp the severity of the situation. John Jacob famously reassured Madeleine that they had only hit a piece of ice. As the truth of the disaster became undeniable, chaos began to erupt. John Jacob Astor helped Madeleine into Lifeboat 4, reportedly asking if he could join her given her delicate condition. He was denied, as the women and children first rule was strictly enforced. His last reported words to Madeleine were, "The sea is calm. You'll be all right. You are in good hands." He then stepped back, lit a cigarette, and braced himself for what was to come. John Jacob Astor IV went down with the ship. His body was recovered days later, identified by the labels on his clothing and the amount of money in his pockets. He was wearing an expensive watch and had $2,440 in cash, along with a diamond ring, a true testament to the kind of man he was. He also left a note to his son Vincent, giving him instructions on what to do if he died on the voyage. Madeleine Astor, barely 19 years old and pregnant, was amongst the fortunate few to survive the Titanic's sinking. Rescued by the Carpathia, she arrived in New York a widow. The tragedy had a profound impact on her, leaving her with severe trauma and a lifelong fear of boats. Just 4 months after the disaster, on August 14, 1912, Madeleine gave birth to her son, John Jacob Astor VI, named Jakey. He was the child his father had longed for, born into a world forever changed by his father's heroic sacrifice. The Astor family's perception of Madeleine underwent a significant shift after the Titanic. The scandals surrounding their marriage seemed to fade away in face of such immense tragedy and her survival. She was no longer just the young, controversial bride, but the grieving widow and mother to the newest Astor heir. She was welcomed, if cautiously, into the family fold, becoming guardian of her late husband's estate until their son came of age. The Titanic tragedy, devastating as it was, wasn't the only heartache Madeleine would face. In 1916, she married William Carl Dick, a childhood friend and a wealthy banker. But after John Jacob Astor IV's death on the Titanic, Madeleine inherited significant assets, including a $5 million trust, which would be worth about $163 million today. The inheritance provided income, use of the New York City 840 Fifth Avenue and Newport, Rhode Island mansions, and luxury items. The will stated she would receive these things only if she didn't remarry. She forfeited most of this fortune by marrying William Dick, choosing love over the gilded cage. Madeleine and William Dick had 2 more children, William Force Dick and John Henry Dick. However, this marriage also ended in divorce in 1932. Later that year, she married her 3rd husband, Italian boxer Enzo Fermante. He was 15 years younger than her. This marriage once again sparked controversy, especially with the conservative Astor family, who reportedly disowned her for marrying a man so younger and from a different social standing. Despite the ups and downs of her personal life, Madeleine lived a relatively quiet existence in later years. She passed away in Palm Beach, Florida in 1940 at the age of 46. Her life marked by immense wealth, public scrutiny, and historic tragedy and personal challenges. This tells a story of resilience and quiet strength. The love story of John Jacob and Madeleine Astor is a poignant reminder that even in the most glittering of lives, tragedy can strike. Their love defied convention, only to be tragically cut short by the icy depths of the Atlantic. Madeleine's journey from controversial bride to grieving widow to a woman who quietly navigated her own path remains a powerful testament to the human spirit in the face of unimaginable loss. Their story, forever intertwined with the legend of the Titanic, ensures that this forgotten love will never truly be forgotten. If you enjoyed this glimpse into a forgotten love, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to Forgotten Loves, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next historical romance. Until next time, keep exploring the hidden heart of history.